There are about 44 caves known within Great Basin National Park, and usually when people think about caves, they think about what formations are within them, but I like to think about what lives inside those caves. Since 2003, we've had the opportunity to do some cave bioinventories in park caves to find out what lives in them. And these bioinventories have involved hiring cave biologists to come out and train park staff, including myself, to go into the caves and flip over rocks and sticks and very carefully look around to see what might be there, putting in little pitfall traps to try to capture something that might be walking along and then unsuspectingly fall into our little trap. And in water, using nets to try to scoop things out of the water to find out what might be in there and living in the cave. There's such a variety, from the really tiny little springtails that are about the size of dandruff and that hop around, to pseudoscorpions that look sort of like scorpions, but they don't have the stinger tail, and they creep around and they munch on those springtails. Harvestman spiders, which look like daddy long legs, but are very pale colored, and they just creep around the caves. To millipedes that are almost entirely white and have lost their eyes and have extra long legs because their only way to find their way around the cave is by feeling it, and because they can't see, it's totally dark down there. Once we find something that we think is a new species, we first like to take photographs of it in the cave so we have a good photo of where it is, and then we'd like to get out some instruments that will detect the amount of soil temperature, air temperature, relative humidity, and wet bulb. So we have microhabitat conditions and know what kind of conditions that cave biota likes to live in. And then we'll put it in alcohol and send the cave biota off to our cave biologists and see what they can find out about them. What's turned out is that we've gotten some species that are entirely new to science. And that is one really exciting thing to be here at Great Basin National Park. We're on the cutting edge of science. We're finding things that nobody has ever seen before, and we're literally bringing them to the light of day, because these cave creatures have spent their entire life underground. And so it's very exciting to see these, what we might call secretive creatures, and bring them out and show them to the rest of the world and say, this is what is here at Great Basin National Park.